everybody, thanks for tuning in to Spaz 24/7. I'm at the airport picking up Brian Miller. We're going to have a little lunch, and then I'll take him back here because he just had to drop off his rental car, so he didn't have to have an extra expense of an extra day for really to have it for like 2 hours. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take him to the Porterhouse, but I just got here, and it looks like Air Force One is doing some touch and goes just to do some rehearsing, practice, all that other stuff that they do on Air Force One. So I'm going to put some footage of Air Force One. I initially saw it when I was driving down the road. I was like, oh my gosh, is that Air Force One? And then there it is. It's Air Force One. How cool is that? There he is. There he is. Well, you said you were dropping your bag off, so I assumed you would be at arrivals.
Arrivals is where you come into the airport. Departures is where you leave the airport. You're at departures, this is where people come in to depart.
You're arriving.
Language confusion problem.
Well, you normally drop your bag off at departures, not
Yes.
arrivals.
Yes, but I told you I would be at arrivals.
Okay. On the camera. So me and Brian are over at the Porterhouse. I had to take him here for lunch. Of course, it's my favorite spot. You know that. But he has to have a burger, so you can tell everybody back in Connecticut what they're missing. And so I'll show you what I got, and I'll show you what he got, and we'll be back to talking to you guys in a couple minutes. Me and Brian are going to do a little Q&A. I'm going to let him interview me on what it's like to be an agent, which is going to be pretty cool because I've never had artists ask me any questions before. So this should be, I can't wait to hear these questions. I can't wait to hear it. Okay.
Well, what's the most difficult part of the job that you didn't even know existed before you started doing it?
Boy. As an agent, the difficult part is doing enough in the artist's eyes. Okay?
Huh.
Because they don't, and I say you because you're an artist, you don't get to see my daily routine. You don't get to see the amount of work that goes in. You only see the final product, which is the show. So the assumption is, by the way, we're in the airport, so we're going to have other interruptions. So the assumption is that, well, what's Danny doing? He hasn't booked a show in a couple of days, or a month, or 2 months. It's all that continual follow-up and lead generation of that artist to the schools or other clients that we work with. So that really creates the trouble that artists have against their agents sometimes. Like, well, what's he doing? He hasn't booked anything. And sometimes it's either I might not have made the right marketing piece, or I might not have the right marketing piece from the artist to get the bookings that I need. So where we stress a lot right now in the college market is video. And so Brian has a great video, an awesome vlog content. I'll put a card right here so you can go to his channel and check out all his videos. And that is what millennials are viewing and booking off of. So they're Googling, hey, I need a magician, and with strong SEO, search engine optimization, that's how they're finding Brian.
And you kind of forget sometimes that even though the advisor, the adult whose job it is to be on the advisory board or whatever, even though they're the ones signing the check at the end of the day, for the most part, most college student activities, they are booked and run by the students. You're dealing, it's the only professional market that is run by non-professionals, really. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a professional market through and through, but it's students who are finding the acts and deciding who they want to book, and most schools let them have the say. I mean, these students are often, they're 18, 19, in charge of these budgets, these huge budgets.
Some schools have huge budgets, some schools have small budgets, and again, it's all about
But relative to the school, though, it doesn't matter whether it's a big budget or small, but relative to the school, you know, it's just, they're just kids in charge of these budgets.
It's very true.
Doing the best they can.
And they're 18 to 21-year-olds, and picking what they think is the entertainment that they want to have. And so that's sometimes very subjective. What we might feel is a strong act, they might not like it as much, even though they might like somebody who's not as strong of an act, just based on personality, just based on the visuals that they've seen.
What advice would you give to new artists looking for representation now?
That is a good question. And I would say, when we get artists asking for representation daily, and we actually review those artists once a week on Thursdays.
I didn't even know it was that often.
Yeah,
Wow.
We review about 5 to 8 acts a week. And a lot of it's going to come down to your package. Okay, so and when I sit there and go, if someone's going to buy a product, right? Whether, and you do this right now with Apple or Samsung or any of these, the packaging is the first thing you see. It doesn't mean the product inside is amazing. The packaging is what draws your attention to the product. Then from the packaging, then you delve deeper. Now you're just like, well, you know, how's this product made? Is it top of the line? Da, 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 down. But if your packaging starting off isn't good, so if you don't have a good website, you don't have a good logo or good whatever, video, photos, all that, if that package doesn't look good, then you're not going to have a chance in the market where some people are going to have some very high-end packaging, and people are going to go, oh, it's shiny, I want to book the shiny thing. And so you could be the shiny new thing if the packaging is correct. Is that all your crazy questions? I mean, you had like a whole like cell phone.
I've
full.
gone through a few of them. I guess so. Since we're talking about new artists, then you covered this kind of. But what's the most common turn off for when you're looking at a new artist? Like you see a package that comes in from a new artist looking for representation. What's the most common thing that you guys are like right away? Like nope. Like the ones that just immediately end up in the trash bin.
Here's my suggestion: if you're seeking representation from an agency, you need to package that initial contact as professional as possible. A lot of times we get these like 2-sentence emails like, hey, I want you guys to represent me. Okay, what's your, you know, do I have a link to a YouTube page to watch a video? Do you have headshots? Do you have testimonials? Do you have some stuff that can prove that? Because that's what I'm going to take and then sell. Now, when I get that beautifully packaged new artist who has all this flashy stuff, and they're like, hey, here's my website, it's all cell phone optimized, and it's all, and you go, man, I could put you out tomorrow and start selling you because I don't have to wait for you to develop this and develop that. Have access. That's something that doesn't happen anymore as much, is that people are like, okay, we had them last year, we want something new. You know, having an act over and over again on your campus or for your event builds up the anticipation. If someone goes, oh man, that show was awesome last year, you need to come with me, I'm gonna go again, and that's where they bring the next person, and the show grows, and the show grows. And now a lot of days, college students are like one show and done, and I don't agree with that policy. You should definitely find, especially in like magic and hypnosis, musicians, you can have those acts over again. Now comedy, I understand, unless they've created a whole new routine, and a lot of artists don't, and especially in a 1 year period.
Just in a 1 year, yeah.
It's tough. But if you 2 years later, you could probably bring that another comedian in and get pretty much an 80% different show and an 80% different audience, especially with comedy. But magic, the show's changing anyway. It's not going to be this full same routine.
And it's highly most college market magicians are highly interactive, and so even if you see the same routine, it's a different audience member that night, and you get all different reactions and responses and things to have. Yeah, that I would actually say, just as a joint, that's the thing that artist and agent can definitely agree. And I can tell you from being out there that, yeah, there is this attitude of, well, we had that guy killed last year, got a standing ovation, but we want something different this year because there's only one new group of students and 3 years of, yeah, but you have 5,000 students and only 80 of them came to the show last year. So sometimes when the schools bring, I have schools that bring me in every single year, and you see students that came last year, and they'll come up, they'll be like, yeah, I brought my buddies with me this year, and I've been telling them about you. Are you going to do that thing with the Rubik's Cube again? And they want me to do the same thing again because they want to watch their friends react to it. Like, they're like, I remember when this destroyed my brain. I want to watch my friends get their brains destroyed because I think it'll be fun.
And it's still going to destroy my brain again, seeing it because I can't figure it out.
You'll help people, hear people go, oh man, I've seen this rope trick before, and you think that would be a bad thing, but you see them leaning in like, all right, this year I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him this, oh, I didn't get him again, No. So, musicians, you hear your favorites. Even comedians,
you can, but it's sometimes a little difficult. I'll give leeway on comedians. I don't give leeway on the other ones because I really think that you can bring these acts in multiple years in a row, create a fan base amongst your students, and that really helps draw more people to the shows. And that's what your ultimate goal is. You want crowds, you want bigger audiences, and that is my biggest suggestion on how to grow it. Now this guy needs to go take a flight, so I'm going to let him check on a flight. You and me are off to the ballpark because this homestand is going to be rolling along all week long. So you guys ready for some baseball? Brewers win another one in 10 innings. A walk-off double by Brian Miller, Carolina boy, and first-round draft pick this year. I got Coas here. Wants to get in the vlog tonight. Yeah, wants to get in the vlog. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think of our Q&A with Brian Miller today. I hope you guys found that interesting. Put your comments down below. And actually, if you are interested in your performer and you want to be on a college roster, you can go to the neon-entertainment.com and go down to our A&R part, and you'll see everything that we need. So to review you as an artist. So check it out. Thanks so much for watching. If you aren't subscribed, just click the little subscribe button. Love to have you as part of the Spaz 24/7 family. And remember, Spaz out.